going to be asking Pascal and Dadika. Even though you're based on Dadika, we hope that you're able to answer.
No problem. I'll try my best.
We really appreciate that you're giving us the opportunity to interview you, giving us your time also. The question is based on leadership, leadership and how to conduct a center.
Alright.
I'll start with Pascal first.
Okay. Sure.
What inspired you to lead this Tasca and the team of teachers?
Basically, we are providing services for Tasca, which is the younger ones, to nurture them basically, because we want them to have a holistic development. So for our mission basically is holistic development. So for them to have the social skills, means from young, like they are learning how to be independent, and then learn how to take turns and like sharing and all that. So for the younger one, it's focused more on that. Yeah, then the teachers will be, we are also training them to learn how to manage the younger ones, because older ones is different than the younger one. They need more attention, they need more care. So like if they are crying, we need to comfort them. So all that we try to cover. Yeah, so basically it's just to build them from young, starting young at a young age.
Since you focus on that, what is your long-term vision for your Tasca?
We hope. Sorry.
It's okay. Like, how do you guide a team, a family towards achieving that goal?
Okay, we hope to have more intake. So definitely one thing. So we have more intake, then the children will have more friends together. The kids, younger ones will have more friends together. And then building up as a single unit, probably taking up another unit. So at least with a bigger space, we can focus on more Tasca environment based. And then guiding team of families and teachers is more on their communication. But for teachers, we do have training, and then we do have senior teachers to try to guide them when we're able to allocate them. And then family is more on communication, so that we will update parents what we are going to work with the child. Let's say the child need to potty train, or the child is ready to stop their milk bottle drinking, all that we try to communicate with the parents. So from there, they also can work with that, and we can achieve a similar goal.
You mentioned earlier about teaching them how to take care of children also. Then how do you support and guide the teachers daily?
Okay, so we have, if let's say we have a senior, not say senior teacher, but an experienced teacher that has been with us, so we will partner with the new teacher, let's say, or less experienced. So let's say myself, I will have a new teacher coming under myself, so I will show them and then guide them through observation or through working together. So that is how we try to let them get used to our routine. Yeah.
For teachers, right, what do you value most in them? Like, what's the value that you see in them?
Definitely passion and dedication. Yeah, because we need to have the passion to work with children. If we don't have it, then we will be short-tempered. We won't have the patience to deal with tantrums or outbursts. So definitely we want a dedicated teacher who is able to go down to the children's level, to talk to them, to listen to them, give them comfort. So all that values we truly value.
Then have you ever experienced teachers where they don't have the patience or they're not motivated to continue? If so, how would you motivate them and keep them positive?
Understand. Yes, I mean teachers also do have good days and bad days. So like days that they are not feeling okay to work with a group, like they didn't have enough sleep or there's some personal problem. So what we always advise is that if the teacher feel that they are already going to burst, we will say burst, we will ask the teacher, you just tell the other assistant or the other teacher, say I need a few moments, so they'll just go out of the class and then ask the other teacher to take over. or if let's say in any situation we can always call for other help like the child really don't want to settle, like you see if the girl just now she doesn't want me, then the other teacher she's more comfortable with the teacher, yeah, then we can just hand over to the teacher to settle then the teacher wise we will try to see if any way we can assist her if not enough sleep, maybe we can give her some rest time after her duty, then maybe she'll feel better after that, or see what other ways we can help her to deal with her feelings
For this, right, how do you manage to balance like being a principal and a mentor?
Not easy. Yeah, because definitely got different roles and responsibilities. Leader, like for myself, I will try to be open to the teachers communication wise also, so if anything I will directly tell them and hopefully I can guide them as well. And then mentor also with hopes that the teacher is able to pick up through observation, yeah, so definitely will help in that area. If not, then through examples, through guiding, like really do hands-on with the teacher, or if I really can't manage, I can get my another senior teacher to help out. So all this is a teamwork. We try our best to work around it, but it's not easy. Like even if I manage my own class, so on top of that I have my own class to manage. So if I have my assistant who is capable to run the class, so it's more, I don't feel the stress as much if I don't have a capable teachers
Since you were a teacher before, what would you say your leadership style has changed like as a principal? The transition from teacher to principal?
It's more on communication, I believe. Like last time I do not voice out as much, or I do not take charge. Like now I learn to communicate more. Like I don't just keep everything to myself and do everything myself. So I need to assign, like this teacher need to do some tasks for me. If not, everything on me would be a full load. Yeah, so I will communicate to the teacher if I need help, and then delegating the job basically. Communication and yeah, willing to open up more.
So, as a Tasca principal, how do you provide like leadership in motivating and supporting your caregivers to maintain their high quality care for young children?
Okay, for us we have a head of daycare, a head of the nursery. So the teacher will guide new teachers who comes in. So we have like a routine base. Let's say when they enter class, they need to put away their bottle, put their bags. So the children will try to follow, and then hopefully when they get the routine, they get the whole class routine. And then myself, I will usually for this I will monitor, and then I will assist wherever need help because we have a main nursery teacher for that. Yeah, and then if they need any backup, like they need to communicate parents, I can communicate for them because I will be holding the school phone, or they can even have the app. We have the app for them to communicate. So I will try to support whichever needed. Then certain things like things that we need to do the hygiene purpose, we need to really sanitize the materials daily with all the influenza recently, and certain things we do keep a tight schedule, a tight routine. So all that I have to ensure that they follow up.
Okay, so as you mentioned, you monitor them. So how do you evaluate their performance and maintain the quality?
Okay, for us we have, I will do my rounding. One thing I will do my rounding every few days, and this one I won't be telling them that I'll doing my rounding. I'll just walk in around and check and see what are they doing. So it's like a spot check basically. And then we do have appraisal. Appraisal means like one-to-one session. So we will appraise them and see how is their work performance, so that we can know where we can improve on and what can we do and basically also like feedback from teacher on how we can improve better.
So what kind of like training opportunities for your staff so they are well prepared to support your young children?
For nursery, right? For nursery, we do have yearly training, but this one run across Tasca and Balika lah, nursery. So certain years we do have first aid training. So first aid training alternate years is important. Every 2 years when the license, when the cert expired, we do renew. So that is one of the important training. And then we do have not say random training lah, certain training planned by the management. We have upper management. So the management, like this year we had social emotional well-being training. Then past year we have like special needs training. So all these we are compulsory to attend so that we can see how to work with. So the training is also hands-on. So certain activities or presentation that we need to present to do about lah. Yeah, is that the question? How do you plan and lead? Yeah, then besides training, like I mentioned, it's mostly guiding them, showing them what to do. Like I myself show them how to change pampers, how to shower them, whatnot. So it's also hands-on, so that's how they will learn from there.
So in your leadership role, how do you ensure that the teachers are supported with strategies and resources to give equal attention to every child, even they are in a large group?
How do we ensure teachers who are supported with strategies and resources? Strategies and resources. Is it like activity-based equal attention even in large group? We will plan, normally like let's say we plan an activity, so we will definitely want everyone to join in. And then if certain child like they are not willing to try, we will try to encourage. Is that what how to supported with strategies and resources? We can give options. So let's say the child don't like messy play, because younger ones they do more messy play. The child don't like this texture, maybe the teacher can prepare another type of texture for them to work with, and this is also an experience for them. So we have our stationeries here, our materials all here, so the teachers can have different options to go about it. Is that the question? This question a bit in large group. Large group for now, our nursery is a smaller group, so we don't have as large as 20 students. Because we initially combined the class, so now we split. So it's a smaller class, 8 to 2 teachers. And then the younger ones usually they have some absentees, so it will be an even smaller class. Yes.
Okay, so how do you handle challenges between teacher or staff since you have to communicate and work with them every day?
Okay, challenges. So for me, how I manage is I will listen to different point of view. So let's say between 2 teachers or more, I will listen to everyone's point of view, and then if they have different point of view, definitely we need to sit together to discuss. So I will get them together and try to work around what is the issue. So let's say we had issue, the teacher need to go out to do their daycare work, but you haven't finished the class, so we need to set what time is the time that they can go out. Once they settle the children, after they shower, then only the teacher can go out. So we have to set a maybe more specific timing or more specific role for the situation, so that they don't get any miscommunication or misunderstanding.
So how if they have like miscommunication, like conflicts, so among the staff, so how do you handle it?
How do I handle among the staff? Basically it's through communication. So like I have situation with teachers where they are working together but they cannot get along after some time, because one maybe have different style, the other don't want to follow the style. So what I did is I give them cool off period. So I transfer the teacher out for a few days and let them have their own separate time first. And then after that I will come in back into the picture to try to see whether they are willing to carry on with the discussion or not. Because certain time, if both are not feeling, both are not having the calm feeling, is very hard to communicate, because they will say mean things or they will pinpoint to each other. So basically we will give them some cool off period, or maybe if not enough teacher. If the teacher need to take some 1-2 days off, we are able to give up. But usually we try to communicate and work around it. Because in the end the kids will be watching us, why this teacher not talking, or how come the teacher suddenly go next class. So the kids are actually asking where is this teacher, where is the teacher, because we're so used to that 2 teachers. Yeah, communication.
So how do you guide and support your staff to help children adjust their separations from their parents, like during especially the first day?
That one is just not that good. Okay, so we normally reassure the parents, and then we will how to guide and support your staff. For that, if you have a lot of new students beginning of the year, let's say, we will put more teacher support in the class. So by right only 2 teachers, maybe we add another 2 teachers, because all crying, then the teacher definitely can't comfort all. So we'll add more teachers to support. And then with parents, normally we reassure the parents. It might take some time for them to calm down and to adjust to school routine, but we will also update parents. So we do have the app that we are using, and then from there they can see the weekly updates. Or normally the first 2-3 days I will WhatsApp them to update how is the child in class. So at least the parents also have some ease and comfort that the child is slowly settling in. So staff wise, it's more on bringing in more teachers for them to provide a calm environment at that time.
So how do you make sure children eat healthy food and have a good mealtime routine?
The time routine. Okay. So for us, management, myself and another principal, we actually design the menu every 3 months. So the menu definitely based on our management, it have to be balanced. So protein, carbs, fiber, then we have fruits also after the meal. So for us, we plan, I think we can take a picture later or soft copy. So we try to cover all areas. Oversee mealtime routine, we do have a routine, like they need to wash their hand first, they come back class, they need to drink their water, at least half a bottle if can. Then after that they will need to take their food for the pasca is normally we serve them. So some children might be picky, so normally we will just try to encourage them, we don't force them. Gradually they will learn how to accept, but it will take time. So from then on we will see how they settle in overseeing mealtime. Leadership and planning, normally I plan, or certain time I will ask teachers any idea that what you want to add in the menu, because sometimes really out of idea, so we'll check the teachers. So that's how we try to mealtime.
So what strategies you use to maintain hygiene and prevent the spread of illness in the center?
This one a bit the thing is we are a closed environment, we don't have windows at the side, so we do have, what is this called, not fogging, the sanitization team. They will sanitize the school environment. We try to schedule twice in a month, so after that every 2 weeks basically. And then for maintain hygiene, like I mentioned, we actually sanitize materials twice a week, but because influenza cases are going on recently, we also have few cases, so we are we are increasing to sanitizing every day. So we have to clean our materials, and then we have our auntie who sweep and mop the floor, like after every class. So let's say these 3 classes they were used for daycare, later on the kids will sleep, the children will sleep, so after the morning class, auntie will sweep and mop the floor. Then we'll put the beds. Then beds also we will sanitize the beds or wash every one in a month or twice in a month. And if prevent the spread of illnesses, we try, because sometimes they don't show any symptoms, so it's hard. So like during gate duty, we will check the children's temperature, their palm, their mouth, all that, and then check for any maybe mosquito bite or bruises. Then if all good, we let them enter. If we find any, let's say spots or hand foot mark, we will encourage parents to bring to the clinic first. If the doctor says okay, then they can return to school. Because we had hand foot mark outbreak beginning of the year, no symptom, then suddenly one start all got it. So very hard to say. Normally we try to get them as parents to work together, so at least we can prevent all this spread.
So how do you prepare your teachers or caregivers to respond to the emergencies, like such as accidents or medical situations?
Okay, for instance, just now I said that they will have first aid training now, so we try to apply what we know, but sometimes when we panic, we don't know what to do, they will straight approach me. So in that case, we really like serious cut or not, then we will immediately bring to the clinic. So let's say the teacher bring to the clinic, I will quickly call the parents. So we have incidents also in that case, we meet the parents in the clinic. Yeah, then the doctor will consult and whatnot. And then if accidents, medical situations, normally we will try to work with this immediately. We have a student who has, I forgot what syndrome. When she sees certain patterns, she will trigger her seizure. I forgot what is the thing I need to find out. So she cannot, if she starts staring very long, she suddenly gets seizure. So she will shake and then just get stiff. So the teacher here, the senior teacher knows what to do. So she'll close her eyes and try to calm her down, comfort her off the light. So we do have certain instances where a new teacher suddenly experienced that. So she should quickly call for the other teacher to come and help her. So if they have prior medical history, then definitely the teacher need to take note of lah. But it's just an older group. Yeah.
So, how do you build partnership with parents and provide leadership in supporting children growth, both at home and in the center?
Okay, so one thing I think I mentioned a few times, communication with parents. So we will update parents as much as we can, especially with nursery, the younger ones. They need to have the ease that they are in the safe hands. Yeah. Then after that, we also, let's say what we do in school, we can encourage parents to do at home. Like in school, the nursery ones, we try to get them to eat on their own. So maybe parents at home also try to let them have on their own. Don't keep feeding them. So at least we can see the progress in future. In short term basis. If not, then we will find the midpoint and see where we can work on it together.
So, how do you build connections with the wider community, such as the health professionals or organizations, to enhance the service and support provided by TASCA?
Okay, normally it's either they approach us or we approach them. So let's say we want to work together with dentists. Yeah, under the dentist, like to check their oral hygiene and all. So we will either approach nearby clinic, dentist clinic, and then we will consult them like what we want, and then if anything they can like come for a talk or whatnot. Like if for nursery maybe we can also get them to do some simple checkup. The involved parents also would be great. Yeah, so we will try to have different involvement with that. So definitely through approaching.
So that's all for the TASCA part. So thank you for your sharing. So we can continue for the TADIKA part.
Sure.
So the first question is, what motivates you to lead the TADIKA, and what do you find most meaningful about being a principal?
Okay, to lead a TADIKA, what motivates me? Basically this is a small school. Basically is to see the children's growth, I would say. Like when they first come in, even from nursery up to 6 years old, you can see how much growth they are showing us, or like surprise you basically. So it's definitely something fulfilling to watch them grow. Yeah, is that short? Is it enough? Yeah, basically, I will see like different class. Even though I'm like the principal, I'm not in the class throughout the year, throughout their years here. So let's say I'm 4 years old this year. Next year I might be staying in 4 years old class, but my children move on to 5 years old. But I'm still around the school environment and I can still know what's going on. So it's definitely motivating for them to grow. Yeah.
What is your visions for the future of your TADIKA in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, we hope to have, because now it's just a single unit, double okay. We hope to have another unit beside, and then we can extend a bigger area. Like for now, it's quite limited. Like the class is also small, and then when we build up, we didn't thought of building a partition, so it's a wall base, so we can't extend the class. So we did have management discussion and all. If it's good, we can open up another unit. Maybe we have a bigger area for like messy play, some outdoor play, so it's not so limited. And then definitely one more intake in children enrollment wise. Yeah.
What kind of challenges have you faced as a Tadika principal, and how do you usually overcome them?
What kind of challenges? It can be from parents. Parents would certain parents may be a bit more challenging to deal. They have like specific requirement or things that we need to follow. So we need to communicate with parents, like trying to see their point of view and how we can work with for the what's best for the child basically. Yeah, then that's one parent. With teacher, principal, how do you, yeah, with teachers also like certain teachers, they are senior teachers, they are so comfortable with the older method. So like now we are bringing in new methods, more play based, more activity based. They might not be compliance, they don't want to follow that because they're so used to the old one. So we need to keep encouraging them, keep reminding them, do examples, show them samples, so hopefully they will get into it. And then challenges, principal, here and there the parent stuff. Children still okay, student, yeah, we can communicate. Yeah, there are a few some challenges.
So how do you make decisions when it comes to managing your Tadika, daily operations or solving issues?
I will consult either my co-principal or let's say management, we have management level group chat, or give a call or consult the senior teacher. So certain things, if straightforward, then I will make a decision. If not, like any issues, I will get the senior teacher's opinion or my co-principal opinion and see what other way we can solve, because my way might not be the best, they have other way. So it's more on getting down to the root of cause, see how do we settle it.
So how do you motivate and support your teacher to give their best in nurturing and guiding the children?
Firstly would be more on showing examples, because they also see through observation. And then after that we will give how do you motivate and support your teachers? Encourage them. So let's say if they're doing something that is right, that is pleasant, we will definitely like give them a praise, give them encouragement, say this is good, we can keep up with it, or get ideas from other teachers. So all this we hope that the teacher receive it positively, even with all this feedback. And then by showing them, if not, let's say how to deal with these children, how to conduct an activity, so all this, if not that, I will step in to handle it, to show them.
So how do you guide your teachers to ensure they align with your vision for the Tadika?
Guide more on, I can, because they will be planning their lesson. So if let's say the lesson is not suitable, I will give them another option, another choice, or discuss with them how to go about it. Then in that case, the vision that we have, let's say now we're moving to more activity based. So if the activity is still not as suitable, it's not suitable or whatnot, then we will try to discuss. If not, then we'll brainstorm together or get other teachers to come in. So it's a teamwork basically, to have the same alignment and same goal. So most of the time it's more communication.
So in your leadership role, how do you ensure that your teachers are equipped to support children with different learning styles or special needs?
How do you ensure teachers to be equipped? For us, our teacher we try to hire from early childhood background. So from those who have early childhood, they definitely know there are different styles and different special needs that they need to manage if they encounter. So firstly, it can either be through training, the one that we have training, every year training, different type of training, they can have some knowledge there on how to deal. Or if not, then I will need to step in to see how they manage the class, the learning style. If not, then I need to guide them. How do you ensure teachers are equipped? They can also do research on their own. Like I will encourage them. Let's say the child is we had child with global developmental delay, so like it's more on communication wise, the child unable to speak, the child is physical, so maybe the teacher can find out like what activity is suitable, maybe he likes those tasks that are fast moving, so the teacher can prepare something like that. So also through research, so that one we normally try to get teacher to work on that.
And in your case, how do you create policies or provide guidance that encourage your teachers to promote children's creativity and self-expression?
How to create policies and provide guidance. For us, our approach is based on what management prepared for us. So we have Montessori style, and then we have academic learning. But recently we are moving towards more on hands-on learning and creativity to promote them. So we break down provide policies, provide guidance. Initially we have 1 month lesson plan. So right now we break down into weekly. So it's more, it's more detailed. So when they plan, it's more detailed, and then they can try to include specific things like how the child can express their creativity. Maybe they can have art and craft. We provide materials, they can just explore on their own. So all this we will break down for them, then they can try to apply if possible. Yeah, so policy wise also it's try and error. Like recently, this is the recent one that we started. We will feedback. When the teachers feedback to me, that I will feedback to management. Is it workable or not? Maybe it's not because too many children in the class. Then the teacher got not enough hands-on teachers. Like the teacher will be doing one activity, other teacher another activity. Then other activity will be without guidance. So we will feedback and see what we can work around it. So yeah, we definitely want children to self-express. Yeah.
So how do you provide leadership in like designing the curriculum to ensure their strong development of children's academic skills?
Provide leadership in designing curriculum. For us, we have the layout of what topic they need to be included. Let's say English, we have a grammar, comprehension, and then we have our own workbook. So from that workbook is based on the government syllabus, but certain syllabus we do add on to have them practice more. So we will discuss leadership, provide leadership designing. We will discuss with management level, and then from management level we will break down for the teachers to see whether it's workable or not. Yeah, so like literacy development. So like for us, we go from step by step of transition. So like 4 years, 3 years or 4 years old, they'll be doing letter writing already, dotted line. Then when they move on to 5 years old, they slowly use freehand writing. So it's a transition over there. So at least we can know what is their, at least we give them some step by step guidance as they go on. So leadership in designing the curriculum, yeah, more on discussing with the management team to ensure that they cover all areas.
So with your role as the principal, how do you ensure that the curriculum also nurtures children's holistic development, including their social, emotional, and physical growth?
Like I mentioned, the curriculum needs them to design a weekly lesson plan. So from there on, as I do my rounding, I also need to see whether they are following their lesson plan or not. So let's say they are doing maths activity today, they're doing addition. So when I do my rounding, I must see that they're actually following the lesson plan. So that is how we can ensure that they are actually following the curriculum. Because at the beginning of the year, they'll be doing number 1 to 20, slowly they move on to addition, subtraction. So we'll have a different topic to cover. If they still remain number 1 to 20, then something not right already. So we definitely have to step in and tell them like what is the correct thing. And not just academic, like we have, for the 4 years old, we have activities, physical activities, like throwing a ball, kicking a ball. So we also have like checklists there, whether the child can kick a ball, can toss the person, or want to catch the ball. So all that also we do cover other areas. So we have to do our rounding and ensure that they follow the proper lesson.
So, how do you provide leadership in planning and implementing projects or activity that reflect Tadika's philosophy? Like, can you share a successful example?
How do you provide leadership in planning, implementing project? Let me think. What project? Events, is it? It can be considered event. Recent event. Okay, let's say sports day. How do you provide leadership? So sports day, normally sports day or any events or concert or whatever event, we will have a job delegation. So for me, what I do is I list down what are the jobs, and then the teacher get to choose on their own. I mean, normally teacher won't choose. We will ask you, do you want to do this? If they're okay, we will let you try. If they are hesitant, maybe we encourage them. So like initially I have a few teachers, like let's say MC, very hard to get teachers to be MC. So I will get the MC. I will choose an MC teacher. If she's fine, then we support with another teacher, with another support. So at least the MC won't be as nervous. So the teacher will maybe check the script, maybe practice with the other teacher that she actually did practice, and then try to work on her nervousness, her presentation. Then other teacher, maybe they are more comfortable they are more creative in decoration, so we put her in the deco team, so she will lead the deco team. So all that we try to get the teacher to choose what they are comfortable with, but eventually we will want to expose them to different roles. So let's say she is in the deco team in sports day, I would want her to try the PA system with all the slides and all for a concert. So maybe the teacher was also reluctant, so we also try to encourage her or pair her with someone experienced. So all this we try to get pairing wise and then encourage them. Yeah, sports day, after we dedicate the job and then they discuss among their own small group. Let's say MC with the PA, then the decoration they will deco, and then for myself, the principal, we will try to overlook all that. So let's say I will ask the MC, how is it going on, do you need help, I'll try to support. And then deco, maybe deco there are more teachers, so they are able to work together, so I don't need to don't need to get involved as much, but I definitely need to know what is their plan and whatnot. So all this we will try to work together. Yeah. Okay.
Since you mentioned about events, in events, teaching practices and overall school environment, how do you implement inclusivity and diversity?
Inclusive and diverse. For us, you mean like different cultures and all, right? We do what is this called? Encourage this. So like certain, we need to think on their point of view also. Let's say we are doing this event, we are going to focus on like, let me think. We have sports day, which is this concert. How do you promote inclusivity to diverse? We definitely will try to think on their point of view, and then we will see if it works or not. How do you promote? Let me think first.
It's okay.
Diverse.
On the festival, traditional festival,
Correct. Okay, this one. So let's say concert venue, we are finding concert venue. We actually look for different schools or different places with stage and auditorium. Then when we feedback to management, our founder said that like certain places may not be suitable. Like she didn't want to have it in a church-based places. So okay, we are fine with it. We just continue searching. So in the end, she is fine with a Chinese school. But also from there, we will need to follow based on our students. Like we have Malay students, so if we prepare any food or if the school canteen want to prepare, definitely to be halal. So all this we need to take note in that case. And then festival, we Yeah, we definitely encourage all children to join. Some children will say, oh, how come the Chinese celebrate this, why I don't have? Then we just say, oh, everyone can celebrate together. It's just that that is their practice. You don't practice it. Yeah, you can just enjoy the celebration, but different way of practicing it because there's specific prayers or whatnot. So normally we will explain to children in that case. Some got one kid even ask why the teacher skin black. Yeah, so all this we come across. Yeah, you just mentioned maybe she's other race. Yeah, then her background is different. So all this we will try to speak to the child. And then if you want, you also can mention to parents. So parents also can encourage. We can encourage parents to talk to the child, get the child to understand because they are young. They don't know. They don't have that proper guidance yet. So this is how we can encourage.
But for the inclusivity, some children they are more keep to themselves, more shy. How do you guide them to join their classmates in these events?
We have one girl that is really very timid. We will let her settle in the class and then we observe. And then we notice that she is comfortable with one girl, one with the other girl. So we try to get her to warm up together, pair up. Yeah, buddy. Then after that the mom enrolled her in taekwondo, and so coincidentally that girl is also in taekwondo. Yeah, so we try to get her all follow the steps and all. So this is one of the way lah. Some child is either through friends, if not then teachers encouragement lah. So like the child will stick to the teacher. No, that's Taskali. Yeah, so like my class, we have one girl who came in May. She's also quite reserved. She likes our card. So every morning she will just sit there with the card until we set up the class, we settle the class, then only we encourage her to come in. So the child actually have their own preference. So from slowly on they are comfortable with us, then that is better lah. So we can also see how is she as a person that has her own character lah. So is that a question? Is that the answer?
Yeah.
Sometimes I go out of topic, will you let me know?
Since your center is based on play-based, when it comes to academic progress, how do you track and evaluate as a leader?
Okay, for me, I will need to go through their activities or workbook. For 4 years onwards, we have workbook. So we have like certain lesson that they need to use their workbook. Actually, all of the subject. So I will go through and flip the pages on whether they are doing up to date or not. Like by now they should be finishing this book. Their child should be finishing certain topic. They will know when I ask them or when I enter the class, they should know what is the topic that they're doing. And then we have checklists for reading and bacaan. We have checklists. Because we will do one-to-one reading and then we will jot down what is the progress. So beginning the month to end month, maybe the child is able to read 5 books. Yeah, then we will update the list. Then if the child can't read also, we will try to either repeat the book back later on or see what works best. Maybe some flashcards, some other method, some child learn differently. So that is how we can keep track. And then setting up and track and evaluate. Because based on play-based also, like more activity-based, we also can observe whether the child is able to do or not. Let's say I have my counting material, they need to track the beats in. So number 9, so they need to track 9 beats. We don't interrupt their work, we just see whether they're able to count and track the beats correctly or not. If really they are unable to, then we will need to help them, guide them. Then like let's say 5 years old, we have spelling. I think just now you had the spelling. Beginning of the year is actually 3-letter word. So we don't just read cat, spell dog, we will break down for them. Cat, what sound do you hear? You write. So all this we see as they progress, are they able to catch up or not? Because after that we will read the word, we won't break down. So if they can't, then maybe we need to take a step back and see phonics, so they need to practice more their phonics, or yeah, something like that.
How do you ensure that children's holistic growth, such as social, emotional, and physical development, is also systematically monitored and supported in your Tadika?
Okay, emotional, social, and physical, these are the areas. Social skills. For physical development, like I mentioned, we have certain checklists that we will follow. But this is also based on the teacher. Let's say my class, I have this checklist, 4 years old. 5 years old, maybe they have a different checklist. which is different based on their own development. By then maybe they can jump, skip, they can do skipping rope, all that. So that is based on the development there. Social emotional is supported. It's more on how we ensure, how we manage their outbursts or tantrums. Like for 4 years old, they may still have certain breakdown or certain things that they insist on. I have one student, he didn't get to eat his break because he's showing his tantrum. Then mommy said, I can eat, I want to eat now. So we have to put him aside and tell them like you need to eat lunch first, then only you can eat your bread because lunch is a proper food. So if he still can't accept, then maybe we let him have his way first, and then we will speak to the mama. Maybe at home also the mom can tell him, or if not, we will let him try tomorrow. Let's try tomorrow, see whether you will feel better or how lah. And then the social emotional. For older children, it's more on peers lah. When they communicate with peers, oh this my friend don't want share with me, so I don't want friend you. Yeah, so the teacher normally we either talk to the child or we say in general to the whole class like this is not the way we speak to our friends. What if you do this? Your friend do this to you, you won't like it. So we don't want to pinpoint the child if the child is in the whole group. So hopefully the older ones they will catch on all this because yeah, if you pinpoint also not nice. Like you see this child do this, why you cannot follow? So it's not a nice way to do.
As you answered previously for the question, communication is a very important thing. Aside from communicating with the teachers, how do you and the parents, how do you build relationship, like stronger relationship between them?
Sorry, hello. How to besides communication?
To support your Telegram growth and reputation.
Sorry,
okay.
Come and pick up. Okay. Communication. Parents' involvement. So we get parents to get involved in our activities. Is that the answer? Yeah. So certain events we strongly encourage parents to join in. So at least they know what are we doing and then they get to experience it themselves. Like example, strong parents and community. For example, we had Parents' Day. Instead of Mother's Day and Father's Day separately, we had a Parents' Day in end of July, August. So we encourage parents to come in because we understand some are working parents. If they are unable to come, maybe just send either mommy or daddy come also is fine. Or worst come to worst is get your nanny, grandma or whatnot, as long that the child don't feel left out. Because we have a few incidents like the child is alone there, then the teacher join them, join the child first is like, yeah, sometimes mommy, daddy busy, but we understand also. And then like Sports Day is a compulsory event, so definitely it's a bigger event, so that one parents is on a Saturday, so parents can join in to support. Like we have parents teacher game, children parents game, so all that we have parents involvement. Then from there the teacher also can get to know the parents, how the child is at home, how is the family built up, yeah, so we get to build a closer bond. In terms of community, community wise also we have charity bazaar. Yeah, this year we had quite a big charity bazaar with all our branches combined. So this is where we promote out our what is our cause, to support from the community come to promote to support for the dialysis patient from the rock. Yeah. So all this is more on through events based. Yeah.
For the last question, when the children are transitioning from kindergarten to primary school, how do you and your team collaborate with the parents to help with the transition?
Okay, transition. So this one is more on 6 as well. Okay, like I mentioned, from 4, 5, and 6, as they are picking up all this academic thing, there's a transition there. So at least they are well prepared. And then what in our syllabus or in our curriculum, what we have is sufficient to transit over. So every 2-3 years we will review our syllabus or our curriculum, whether it is up to par with the current primary school, because they also have different sometimes they have different modified lessons or curriculum. So we will get our teachers, if let's say our teachers, they are familiar with the primary school level, they can share their opinion also. Like we have a teacher whose daughter is in primary school, so she roughly know what is the lesson or what is the academic learning or what, she can share feedback, so then we can work together. So in terms of parents, we have parents teacher meeting twice a year, so we will also update parents whether the child is well prepared. If the child is not, then maybe we have extra lessons, the child stay back extra time a bit just to work on that, or the parents maybe can work with it at home. Then at the year end, we do have like a simple exam, a test with papers, because academic is more academic when they transit over, so we have a simple test paper for them to work on it. Then from there maybe the parents also can see whether the child can work independently or not. So parents is based on it's difficult to teach us
That's all for the question. We want to say appreciate your time and your insight.
Most welcome.
As we are learning for how to learn and control the environment, we appreciate your insight. And thanks for being open to us.
Yes, try to share real life situation. Anything else you need to know? And from there you need operation hours. We have half day and full day, so we have full day as well. Full day is daycare up to 6:30 lah. And then if you girls want to come back for internship, we are open also. But that will be maybe third year, second year. But you CSI, Cheras branch. I think you all come all the way here. Didn't find somewhere closer.
Because we got a senior intern as here.
Oh,
Yeah, our lecturer
recommend.
yeah.
Oh, UCSI or Oh yeah. Oh, so you must all the time you will come. Okay, cannot recognize, sorry.